Live from Studio B in the Annenberg School at USC. This is the Talk of Troy, where we talk a big game, but have even bigger opinions. I'm your host, Joshua Sacher, joined by
Shaun, Shpall.
Shaun, thank you for joining us this week. Took a little week off last week.
Listen, you know, the college flu gets to you eventually, and when it does, it's brutal, as I'm sure you know, and every other college listener out there. When it hits you, it hits pretty rough.
No,
so I'm glad to be back. I'm glad to be back out here.
Yeah, I know. I mean, having the flu, difficult, but we're happy to have you back. It's been a very, very interesting week of sports so far. We got the Olympics. We have a lot of golf to talk about. First, I want to touch on college basketball. We have two behemoth matchups, a potential Final Four preview this weekend. Number 1 Michigan against number 3 Duke in Washington, D.C., and then number 2 Houston. Houston at number 4 Arizona. Just really quickly, because a couple blocks are going to talk about it later. Just give me quick picks off the jump.
I'm taking Michigan. I mean, as much talent as Duke has, I think Michigan's just too deep. They're blowing teams out. I mean, they're not even making it games. They're not making it close. I think this is the best team in the country, and they show that this weekend. And then Arizona's been struggling. They definitely have been, but I think they're going to come back and beat Houston next weekend. They're playing BYU right now. I saw they were up by 8 at halftime. I don't know what the score is right now, but you know, they kind of hit that stretch of, all right, 2 hard games. I think they start to get back after it. I think they beat BYU today. I think that puts them into the weekend, and they pull that upset off against Houston on Saturday.
Yeah, I think Houston's actually going to come away with that one.
Really?
I think Arizona, who I thought before this past week was far and away the best team in college basketball, has really started to skid, and I think Houston's defense is just suffocating. I think they got a lot of athletes on that team. Flemings is an absolute stud, and I think Houston, they lost to Iowa State on Tuesday, and they were on Monday, and they had a lead. They got outscored 17-4 at the end of that game.
Yeah,
so I think shout out to Iowa State, but I think Houston is an unbelievable team, and I think their defense is going to be too much for Arizona, but I think that's going to be a great game. And then the first game, I'm going to have to agree with you. I think Michigan, they had 6 guys score double figures against. They went into Mackey in Purdue, number 7 Purdue, and they beat them up. They beat them by 11, but the game was not that close. They were up by 20 at one point.
The whole game.
I just think this team is so well coached, so well balanced. Yaxel Lindenberg, Elliot Cadeau, they just have so many guys that can get it done for them, and I think they're going to come out victorious in a great game.
And a 48.
Wow.
10:52 left in the second half.
Wow. So 11-point lead. Yeah. They're coming back.
I mean, the thing about BYU is, don't get me wrong, AJ's an absolute stud. We've talked about this in other weeks.
He's got 25 right now.
Yeah. I just don't think they really have a complete squad around him. Like, I understand all the hype around them, but I just think BYU in these big games, like, you double AJ, like, who are you going to turn to?
And I mean, just they lost Richie Saunders, the guy who carried them all of March Madness last year towards ACL. So another guy that
did you also see last night? JT Toppin out for the year with a torn ACL against Arizona State last night. That's a huge, huge loss, because obviously the duo of him and Christian Anderson, I kind of had Texas Tech as a little bit of a dark horse team. Not like super dark horse, but like a 4 or 5 seed that can make the distance. And unfortunately, without Toppin, who's their best player, gets majority of their shots, him being out, it's going to be really difficult.
That might not be a March Madness team without Toppin. And then also, I think really quickly, just because we had the debate last time we were on together about true freshmen right now in college basketball, I think we have to do a quick shout out to Darius Acuff.
Oh my God, he had 49.
He had 49, 5 and 5.
49.
He played 50 minutes in a double overtime game. He didn't leave the court from start to finish.
Yeah, he's an NBA
unreal
product.
Yeah,
he should. I low-key like this Arkansas team going into March. Obviously with Coach Cal there.
Cal.
But Acuff, I mean, absolute stud. He's ready for the
Needs
pros.
to be in that conversation.
I mean, all these freshmen are ready for the pros. It's 100%. Crazy. They're playing out of their mind. But, yeah, definitely going to be a very interesting weekend coming up in college basketball. Another sport that's going to have another
It was also the 3rd most points by a freshman in college basketball.
Ever. Yeah.
Oh, my God.
I'm sure. I think Trae Young's up there. I know Wagler had 46 this year.
Wagler had 46 against, was that Purdue?
Yeah, but Acuff, absolute stud.
49, wow.
did you watch any of the game? Double overtime.
Yeah, I was
against
watching.
Bama.
I actually turned it on because I wanted to watch the Arizona BYU game, like forgetting that game was even
it was
on.
still
And I
going.
turned it on, and it was like 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter. I ended up watching 30 minutes of the game because it goes to double
I think
overtime.
they overcashed.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, they overcatched by
I think that
quite a bit.
I think it was
quite a bit.
I think they had 200 in regular.
Yeah.
Before it even went to OT. But moving forward, let's talk a little PGA Tour, little golf. Last week, Pebble Beach, Colin Morikawa gets his first win in what feels like a while.
Ever. Oh my
God. If it's been a while, but he played incredible golf. Shaun, what were kind of your takeaways from Pebble Beach?
Yeah, I mean that's Morikawa's. I see here 45 winless streak, 45 starts in a row, and so someone that a couple years ago we were talking about potentially the next face of golf. One of the guys that was like big and upcoming names that just hasn't really been able to get over that hump. Had a really rough year last year where he just could not put anything together, and so seeing him come out in such a historic place like Pebble Beach, and a place that was not playing easy. If you saw the conditions that were there, Pebble's on the water, and so
especially
when the wind starts to pick,
especially the second half of Sunday.
Exactly, yeah. The wind starts to pick up, the rain can pick up. It gets really, really hard to play, and then seeing him come down the wire and someone who's kind of been selling those wins, and he needed a birdie on 18 on par 5 18 to win it. He was tied with Minwoo Lee, and he gets it. He shows up. He makes the shots he needs to make. It's just great for him.
Because he bogeyed 17.
He bogeyed 17 to drop down. I know. I was sitting there hoping for the playoffs.
It's always fun to watch a golf playoff.
I want to see
Monday.
Minwoo. I want to see Minwoo come back. But I think that the biggest story of the week, maybe not the biggest story of the weekend, but the one we need to talk about is Scotty Scheffler. I mean, this man is just unbelievable. It's getting to the point where I'm kind of thinking, is he really just like punting Thursday to give himself a challenge? Because if he goes into Friday or Saturday anywhere close to lead, it feels like a guaranteed win.
Just to test himself, see how many strokes he can come back by. Because on Sunday he was 7 under through 7. Yeah. I mean, he had the 2 eagles, 3 birdies, and he finished with 3 eagles on the day. Yeah. He shot a 63. And just for the conditions that was on Sunday, just unbelievable. I mean, I think he's far and away the number 1 golfer right now, and that we've seen since Tiger pretty much. And
100%.
I think just what he's doing is unbelievable, and I'd love, to your point, if he gets out to a fast start, it feels like there's no way he's losing. It's when he kind of shoots even par on Thursday, Friday that he needs to
he has to do something.
Yeah, he needs to dig himself out of the hole, but like he has that ability to finish. He did in Waste Management as well, finished top 5 after being way back on the first 2 days, and it's special stuff to watch, honestly.
And that shot on 18, that iron shot with the wind, he draws it playing into the fade with the wind, puts it to 3 feet to make an eagle putt to tie him for the lead through 18. I mean, he's such a satisfying golfer to watch. It's
just so people
straight feel
understand, just a little context, because golf is, I guess, a little bit of a niche sport.
It is a bit niche,
compared to the basketball, football, baseballs of the world.
Yeah, totally.
So like an eagle, when we're saying eagle, that means par is how many shots you should make it in. Eagle is birdie is you make it in 1 less shot. Eagle is 2 less shots. Bogey 1 more shot, and obviously you want the lowest score to win. Yeah. So if
the Eagles are quite impressive. The Eagles are not easy to come by.
It's very rare to get an eagle, and Scotty had 3 on one day on Sunday, piled with a bunch of birdies as well. It's just fun to watch him play. So looking forward, we have the Genesis Open at Riviera in LA this weekend. Very exciting. Obviously, it's big because last year with the fires, they weren't able to play here at the Riv. Who do you kind of have going into this weekend?
So the guy that I'm looking at, and the guy that I've been watching a lot, and honestly one of my personal favorite golfers at the moment, is Jake Knapp. And I don't know if you've seen his swing or anyone out there seen his swing, but if you haven't watched it, it makes no sense because he swings softer than anyone I've ever seen. It looks like he's swinging in slow motion, and the ball just flies off. It's just so satisfying to watch. He's been playing great all year. He has 4 for 4 in cuts, and all 4 he's been in the top 25. He's been in the top 10 twice, including last weekend at Pebble. He finished tied for 8th. He shot a 66, 67, and 66 the first 3 days at Pebble Beach last weekend, and so he's playing great golf. His game really matches up to the conditions that we're going to see in Riv, because if you can hit fairways and you can, off the tee, you're finding those fairways, you're going to be set up to shoot very, very low through Riv as long as you can stay on that short grass.
Stay steady.
He's been able to do that. I think he's been able to do that again, and he's a guy who only has one win on the PGA Tour, but has been there consistently and is really starting to come up in the ranks. And so he's from Costa Mesa. He's from LA. He played at UCLA.
Yeah, playing at the home course.
I think this is a guy that could maybe win it this weekend.
Mm.
Who do you got this weekend, Sacher?
So I do like Knapp. I think he's a young guy coming up. I'm going to go with a golfer of the past, an older golfer at plus 1,100. Give me Rory McIlroy. I think
Gotta love
Rory's
Rory.
just like awesome to watch. Obviously, he won the Masters last year and just a household name. I think what we saw from him on Thursday, he started out super strong. He was, I think, 5 under through 6. And then with Rory, it's just the mental errors. It's always been the mental.
And the putting.
He 3-putted on one hole and then 2-putted another one. All of a sudden, he starts spiraling out of control. But I will say, he shot a 64 on Sunday, which other than Scotty was the best round of golf, lowest round of golf at Pebble. So I think he's coming in with a little bit of momentum after a shaky start. He finished off strong. I think he finished tied for 14th, which is obviously not a great showing, but I think he was able to salvage the first couple of days that he had. And I think if he can keep the putts if he can limit the 3 putts, limit the triple bogeys, double
That's
bogeys,
what gets him.
I think Rory has a real shot to kind of utilize this momentum and get a win at the Riviera. But I'm excited to. I'm not going, but I know you were thinking about.
I know. I almost went, but it's gonna be so. Riviera is just such a beautiful golf
So
course.
pretty.
I had the pleasure of playing it once.
You've played it before.
I've played it once. It was one of probably the best golf experience I've ever had in my entire life. Just like the purest grass,
That's
looking
great.
around, just walking through it. Every shot is so perfect. Shot a 92. I played pretty well.
Okay.
So, not quite the 60s that we're expecting from these PGA
Yeah, by
Tour
the way,
pros,
this just shows how unreal these golfers are because like one of us shoots like low 90s and I'm like
I'm thrilled. I walked away so happy from that.
I'm grabbing a beer like
Yeah.
I'm super excited after that. Meanwhile, these guys are shooting 30 strokes less than us, and it's just
We're making fun of Scotty shooting even par
Yeah,
on Thursday. If I shot even par, that'd be the best day of my life.
trade
That'd
my
be the best
first
day of
my
life.
first son for an even par.
Probably would
for an
never
even-
golf again if I shot even par. I'd probably just have to hang him up at the
You might have to
at
keep
that
that on
spot.
record, Sacher.
that I'd trade my firstborn son for an even par day of golf. I mean, we'll see what happens. But
Whatever it
I
takes.
don't think I'll ever get there. But yeah. Other than Riv, where would be one course that would be a dream to play at?
Ooh.
Other than Augusta, because that.
Yeah, I feel like
the
Augusta's
Masters-
the easy
The
answer.
Masters is
Yeah.
untouched.
Ooh, that's tough. There's a couple. One that I actually might get to play this summer is Pebble. It has
Wow,
been
okay,
one
that
that
was-
I've been
that was
wanting to
my
play my
answer.
entire life. But I think beyond that, I think Shinnecock in the Hamptons is really nice. I have a friend who has a house up there, and we went and saw the course, and I mean, it's
beautiful.
it's gorgeous.
I'm pretty sure they had the U.S. Open there one.
It's
one
this year.
Oh,
This year
is
it's at
the US
Shinnecock
Open.
again. Yeah,
they've,
so
they've
it's
had it in the
back
past,
there.
but yeah, super pretty course. For me, I would go Pebble just because
I mean,
it's gorgeous. You're right on the water. I mean, for me, that's a little scary being right on the water. But
I would lose so many balls if I was
yeah,
at
you need to
Pebble.
bring a lot
Off
of
the
balls.
tee, I'm going straight into the water.
but I think it's super pretty, and I know that would be an awesome place to play.
Totally.
All right, moving forward, getting back off golf. Let's talk about everyone's favorite sport, the NFL, football.
Oh yeah.
Shaun was very lucky to have his Seattle Seahawks win a Super Bowl
Come
this
on.
year. Quite the opposite from my New York Jets. But tell me, what are some of your NFL offseason wish lists for your Seahawks?
Yeah, I mean, it's a pretty nice offseason to go into. The offseason after winning the Super Bowl. Shout out Frank for the blonde hair back there. It's a pretty fun offseason to start. And the first thing on the wish list, I guess, isn't quite the wish list because the decision's already been made. But losing Clint Kubiak going to the Raiders, and we're filling that offensive coordinator position with Brian Fleury, who, honestly, I was very surprised by the hire. I can't say it's exactly what I was expecting. Hiring the run game coordinator and tight ends coach of your biggest rival after winning a Super Bowl is definitely not what I was expecting. But just from the reaction, honestly, of the San Francisco players, seeing George Kittle and how upset he was to lose a coach like that, and when a great player loves a coach, that means he's doing something right. That means he knows what's going on. He's obviously doing his job well, and so I'm excited about it. I'm hoping that he can come in and fill a big gap. There's a big shoes to fill. Clint Kubiak was a huge reason why we won the Super Bowl. He's a huge reason why Sam Darnold played the way he plays. A huge reason that JSN took the step that he took. And so I'm hoping that, Fleury can come in and kind of fill that. Coming from Shanahan, that's a great offensive coach.
Yeah,
and if he can learn anything from Shanahan and take anything from Shanahan's offense, he could come in and hopefully, put in some of those formations, put in what they're doing there, because their run game was working great. Christian McCaffrey had an unbelievable year, and so hopefully he fills that spot. And then outside of that, it's a lot of big signings.
Mm-hmm.
And the first one that I'm saying in all caps and that I want more than anything is throw JSN an empty check.
Blank check.
Take
and whatever
say,
you
what
want.
do you want to stay here for the rest of your career? Because, that man is the reason we were in the Super Bowl. He's the reason we won the Super Bowl. He deserves all of the credit.
Offensive player of the year.
The best receiver in football, and I don't want to hear a debate about it because he is just special. He stepped the second he had the wide receiver 1 role, he put up the best wide receiver season in football. Right? The 1 year he's had where he got to be the guy, he did that. So give him the blank check. And then what I think is going to be the hardest decision of the offseason is Kenneth Walker. Because if you would have asked me before the playoffs,
yeah,
I would have said let him go.
Sure.
Let him walk. Like, we don't need him.
I think the fact that Sharp is injured changed that a lot.
We don't have Sharp, right? We don't have Sharp for the year.
That's big.
Torn ACL is going to be hard to come back from, and it's going to take him a while to recover. And I think after the Super Bowl and what the asking price is going to be for Kenneth Walker, it just isn't worth it. And it hurts me to say.
Really?
It's really hard to say. I just don't know if it's going to be worth it. And
he just won the first. He was the first running back to win Super Bowl MVP in 28 years,
and
you're not going to give him the money?
I know, but I can't in my right mind say that we should give him the blank check. And that
it's not the blank check.
I think because he won Super Bowl MVP, because he was so good in the last couple of games, that he kind of
he has money. And he has the leverage, Sharp being out.
Exactly. He knows Sharp's out.
If Sharp's there,
he can say the same thing that you just said, right? He can say, I just won you guys Super Bowl MVP. I carried you guys through the 2 rounds before that. I had 3 touchdowns against the Niners. Why should I not get paid like that? And there's another team that's going to pay him like that.
By the way, on Sports Track, his calculated market value right now is at $9 million. It would be like a 4-year, $36 million.
See, listen, that's if we're doing 4-year, $36 million, I'm more than happy to pay that. If we're saying he's only worth $9 million a year, that's a steal.
That's a steal.
I would give him 12. I'd give him 13, but maybe. But
it's when he starts asking for like McCaffrey money.
Yeah, when he starts asking for top of the running back market money is where I start to go. So I'm kind of in between there. If the price is right, I would love to bring Kenneth Walker back. I think he's an unbelievable player, but I'm just worried based on that playoff run that he's going to be asking for too much. And then my last big thing is I think we got to let go of Tariq Woolen.
Yeah.
I think it's time. The defense is built so well, and with the decision-making that John Schneider has shown he's had over the last couple of years.
He's hit on every pick.
He's hit on everything. And so let's go out, let's draft someone, let's pick up some free agents, grab 2 guys at the end of the draft and grab 2 more as undrafted free agents. And with Mike McDonald and John Schneider, one of them will work out and fill that role. And as long as we re-sign Kobe Bryant, which I expect us to, we have Witherspoon coming back, we have Emanwari coming back, we have Julian Love coming back. The secondary should take no hit in really losing him. And so get him out of here. It's time to go. And those things happen. I'm going to be pretty happy with the offseason.
I mean, you guys are already in a pretty good spot.
Oh, we're in a great
spot.
Super Bowl. We're in a great spot.
Let's talk about a team that is not in a good spot.
Not quite as good of a spot.
The New York Football Jets. I mean, last year was obviously ugly. Whoever watched football, they went 3-14 with under Aaron Glenn in his first year, and it was just tough. We weren't losing games. We were getting pummeled. We were getting blown out at the end of the year.
Aaron Glenn's back.
No, Glenn is back, which I actually think I'm a firm believer for a head coach. You should be given at least 2 years. I think it's very important to build the culture, develop the players. So I'm giving Glenn's on a short leash though.
If the odds Glenn makes it through the season are quite low.
Yeah, low. If we're 0-4 after 4 weeks, c'est la vie. He should be gone. That being said, a lot of moves the Jets need to make. They have $85 million in cap, so a lot of money to spend. They have 2 first-round picks, 2 second-round picks. A lot of capital, can trade up, can trade down. First things first, give Breece Hall the franchise tag. I think Breece Hall last year had 1,000 rushing yards. I think he had over 1,500 total yards, and he was playing with scrubs. No offense, Justin Fields. No offense, Tyrod Taylor. Absolute scrubs, and I think Breece Hall has shown you in past years. Obviously, he had the ACL injury, But in past years, we've seen what he's done. He can be a top 10 running back in this league if surrounded with the right guys. I think the price for the franchise tag would be $11 million, which again, it's a little hefty. But like we just talked about, Ken Walker, like I don't think there's Ken Walker's like that. Like I think you could argue a between Breece and
yeah,
Ken
I think
Walker.
Breece Hall is easily. I think before the playoffs, we probably would agreed that Breece Hall was better running back.
So I think you put the right pieces around him and you actually give him a quarterback, and I think he can do a lot of things. So at least tag him for this year. You don't want to see him like if Breece Hall was like on a team like the Chiefs, like or just like
he'd have
a great offense, he would have an unreal year. So you have to give Breece the franchise tag. Then it comes the draft. Defense, and more defense. The Jets last year were 25th in total defense, 31st in scoring defense. This comes after a 3-year span from 2022 to 2024 where we were a top 5 unit every year.
Yeah.
And then you bring in Glenn and everything starts to fall apart. But I think there are a lot of studs in this draft class. I was never a fan of drafting Dante Moore at 2.
Yeah,
I'm happy he's staying at
that.
Oregon because the Jets would have screwed something up in taking him at 2.
100%.
I think Darren Muji has a lot to prove. I think last draft class he actually got a lot of good guys. Membu had a great year at tackle. Mason Taylor has a lot of promise at tight end. Like I think he drafted some good guys last year, and you need to follow up this year. So I would love for my wish list we take Avril Reese at 2.
Got it.
I think
Arvell Reese the easiest.
I just think we saw what he's done at Ohio State. He's a monster. You can put him anywhere. You can start him at middle linebacker. You can put him on the edge. He's a freak athlete, and he's a plug and play guy that's going to be instantly good in the league.
You're drafting Micah Parsons.
Yeah,
you're drafting Parsons.
I've seen some stuff about Reuben Bain, some stuff about David Bailey out of Tech, and yes, they can be game wreckers. I think Bain, they would have to move. We already have 2 big edge rushers right now, Jermaine Johnson, Will McDonald.
He could be a D tackle though.
So like Bain,
you need him too.
Maybe move him to tackle. He's not that big though.
He'd be a bit undersized.
Yeah, a bit undersized for the tackle. He's more of an edge. So we'll see. I would love Reese. And then at 16, I don't know if it's gonna happen. If Mekhi Lemon could fall to 16, oh my God. Pair Mekhi Lemon with Garrett Wilson on the other side, and whatever quarterback is coming into that, it has a promising role with 2 studs on the outside. Obviously, we've seen Lemon at USC. You can line him up in the slot. He just has great route running ability, great hands. Yeah. Contested catches.
Stud.
He's a stud. He's a stud. I don't think he's going to drop to 16, but like maybe Tate drops to 16. Maybe Tyson's probably not going to drop to 16.
I think there's a chance that Tyson drops.
We'll see.
I think there's a better chance Tyson drops and Tate drops, or even Mekhi.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. Yeah. So we'll see what happens there.
By the way, Tankathon has Mekhi Lemon going to the Jets at 16.
Ooh.
And Josh, I don't know if you've seen this on Twitter about the Wendy's and Jets rebuild. I don't know if you've seen anything.
No, I have not. Please enlighten me.
So the Wendy's interim CEO, Ken Cook, has decided to close hundreds of restaurants across the nation, calling it a rebuild year. And so a lot of people went to Twitter and said, one guy said, watch, Wendy's will find a faster way to rebuild than the Jets. What do you think of that?
Probably right.
I mean, as someone who has suffered through 15 years of not making the playoffs, they're probably right. I mean, screw Wendy's for taking a shot at my team, but I mean, hopefully the Jets figure it out. I mean, we've just always been in rebuild mode. It's always rebuild,
constant rebuild.
Since 2015 with Fitzpatrick, which was the last time I actually saw any hope. Todd Bowles was the coach, Brandon Marshall, Eric Decker, a lot of guys. There's just never been any hope. I've never really. Well, with Rodgers, I thought there was hope, and then that got crushed 4 seconds into the game. So we'll see what happens. But then, in the second round, got to go defense. Keontae Scott, safety out of Miami. Mansour Delane, cornerback out of LSU. These are athletic guys that you need. The secondary, if I see Brandon Stevens or Andre Sisco one more snap on the New York Jets football defense, I'm going to lose my mind. They're scrubs. They don't know how to play. They're scrubs. Get some young guys flying around on the secondary that can finally shut down these receivers because they gave up 31 points a game last year. I mean, it's unacceptable. It's unacceptable. We'll see, though. Whole new coaching staff. Glenn stayed. Everyone's gone.
Well, I think the biggest question is what are you looking at for quarterback? Is there any names you want? Big thing. Is there anything you want to try? What are you thinking there?
We'd love a little bridge quarterback. Just a nice little bridge. I've been seeing maybe a 1-year, $10 million deal with Cousins Just
Yeah.
anything one year.
You don't want to take the young quarterback risk. Throw a bag at Malik Willis.
No,
bring
no.
someone like that in.
No, because we just did that with Fields.
Yeah, and it
We
didn't
just
work.
did that with Fields. They gave Justin Fields $30 million on a flyer, and look how that ended. Malik Willis, don't get me wrong, very talented. We saw what he did when Jordan Love was out. Had some great games with Romeo Doubs, Christian Watson. I just don't think he's the answer. I think we need to look towards the draft next year.
It's a great draft next year.
Great
You have
draft
a ton
next
of quarterback names coming out.
And who knows, maybe you sign a guy 1 year. I've been seeing stuff about maybe trading for Kyler.
Kyler would be really interesting.
It's just interesting. I just don't want to give a lot of money to. We have $85 million in cap. You should not be wasting that on quarterbacks. You need to be building the defense back
Build
up.
the team up first.
We just gave away Quinnen. We gave away Sauce. Like, you got all these picks, but you also need to bring in guys in free agency. So we'll see what happens. Quarterback's actually my least worry, because at least you could have a terrible team next year, but have the infrastructure that you bring a rookie quarterback like Arch in, and he could flourish. Like we've seen,
it.
When the Bears brought in Caleb, they had a lot of pieces.
Team was set up.
The pieces there already. Like Drake May, obviously, is a huge turnaround.
Frank got all excited here.
Frank
Drake
just
May.
got so excited. His head just popped up when I said Drake May. But you saw what the Patriots did. They went out, they spent money, they put a team around Drake May. So like, I think that's the biggest thing. Not focusing on the quarterback right now, focusing on everything else. Okay, Shaun, that was my rant. Let's move forward. Do you know what today is?
What's today?
Today's Ash Wednesday. So
Really?
Shaun and I are actually we're both Jewish.
Yeah, this works perfectly for us.
Both Jewish. Ash Wednesday, which I looked it up, is the first day of Lent.
Yeah.
Am I saying that right?
First, we got thumbs up. We
Yeah,
got a thumbs up. We got
All
a
right.
thumbs up. We're doing it right.
First day of Lent, and Lent obviously goes from Ash Wednesday to Easter, and you have to give something up. So obviously me and you are Jewish, so I don't have to give up anything.
Yeah, I don't give anything.
But in the draft, the Sacher Shpall draft of the week, we're going to do worst things to give up for Lent. Or just like what you would never give up for Lent.
Okay.
You want the first pick or second pick?
Ooh. We're doing a snake?
Yeah.
I'll take the second pick. I'll give you
Okay.
the first pick.
The first thing that I would never, ever give up for Lent, it's the reason why we're here talking right now. It's my favorite thing in the world. Sports. Never give up sports.
Yeah.
That's my one.
That's a really good one.
Every day I'm watching sports. I'm talking about
couldn't
sports.
do it.
I just
I couldn't do
it.
it. If you're saying like fully give up even talking and like taking in sports media and like Twitter and everything, I couldn't physically do it.
That's what we're trying to do for a profession. Like I couldn't be able to do it. So that's my 1-1.
Honestly, surprised me that it's not what I thought you were going to go with.
This is going to be a PG draft.
Yeah, PG draft, which is also making it harder. But all right, with my first overall pick, I'm going to go. This is a bit of a personal one, but biting my nails is really hard.
Oh,
It's something
okay.
that honestly I was thinking of, like, what are good things like I actually could be giving up if I were to do it, and I think that one would cook me. I think it would just be so hard for me to do. And then I'm going to say caffeine.
Ooh.
I think caffeine would be like, if I had to get up for my 8:30 and I couldn't drink any caffeine, I don't know if I'd make it to any of my classes.
That's valid.
So I think giving up caffeine would be brutal.
That's tough. I mean, I'm not really a caffeine guy, so like I don't like think I don't think that would be. Thanks for the background music. I don't think.
Yeah, thanks guys. This is great.
I don't think that would be super hard for me to give up caffeine. It's still going.
Yeah, we're still going.
But I mean, I could see how that's a tough thing
caffeine
to
would
give up.
be impossible.
I mean, biting nails, terrible first pick, but it's okay. To each their own. For my second pick, I'm gonna go with music. Don't think I could give up music. I mean, I just I'm always listening to music. My AirPods on the way to class. Like,
see, I think music would be easier for me to give up than caffeine, and probably
Really?
Like I could easily replace that. Like put on. I mean, if you're talking about I'm gonna go to a
Blasphemy.
party and there's not gonna be
Blasphemy.
music, like that's
No,
I guess
no,
that's
no,
not for me personally.
Yeah,
but
no.
if I'm walking to class, I could throw on a podcast. I'll be fine.
Okay, sure.
I'd be fine. I feel
Sure.
like I could replace the music in different ways.
My number 3 is gonna be ice cream. I love ice cream.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I mean, I don't have it often, but a good coffee ice cream and rainbow sprinkles just gets me so right. And I think how long is Lent? That's a long time.
It's a long
to be
time,
waiting
yeah.
without ice cream. Like
40 days? Oh my God.
40 days?
That's a long time.
Hell no.
Yeah,
no.
that's brutal.
40 days. I need my coffee, ice cream, not caffeine. I need my coffee, ice cream. I need cookies and cream, vanilla. I could go on. So give
And your
me,
rainbow sprinkles, of course.
rainbow sprinkles. Yeah.
Need the rainbow sprinkles.
Also Oreo. Get a little sprinkle of the Oreo on top. It's great. All right, finish us off. Last pick.
All right, my last pick. I'm gonna go Instagram.
Okay.
I don't know how broad we're going.
Don't
when I
go
say social
Social
media.
media is a lot.
Yeah,
Just
so
go
I'll say Instagram. Instagram would be so hard for me to give up. I think
Yeah.
I spend so much of my time every day and like just keeping up with people
Yeah.
and keeping up with what's going on.
And
I
just
think
like
would be
keeping up with like sports,
everything
going on.
that's going on.
I guess
Instagram.
sports was a little broad.
Sports was super broad.
Yeah,
So
sports-
was, yeah,
would be the
sports
lowest?
and music. Getting on me for going broad. I think social media just as broad as sports.
Yeah, you can take social media.
All right, I'll take social
Take
media.
all social
I'll take
media.
social media.
All right, well, whoever's watching, you can comment who won the draft. My team on what I could not give up: sports, music, ice cream. Shaun had biting his nails, questionable. Biting his nails, caffeine, which makes sense, and social media, which would be really tough. But it's been a great A block, Shaun. Thank you for joining me.
Thank you for being here and stick around for B.
See you guys.
Live from Studio B in the Annenberg School at USC, this is the Talk of Troy, where we talk a big game, but have even bigger opinions. My name is Frank Pierce.
And I'm Zane Woods.
Zane, go ahead and state the obvious for us.
Blonde, baby. Blonde, blonde, blonde.
That's right.
Legally blonde.
Get it out. Get it out. Get it
It
out.
ain't even
Surfer
that
blonde.
Just keep going. Just keep going.
Drake May sucks.
All right, I get it.
Matthew Stafford's MVP.
Okay.
Frank, your hair's not even blonde. It's still,
Okay,
it's still ginger.
it
It's
is
still a
blonde.
ginger.
It is blonde. All right, it is blonde. I bleached it on Thursday of last week.
It's like a reddish blonde though. Like it's like.
It's a strawberry. What are you gonna do?
I mean,
right,
I
you
guess the
know,
ginger
it's-
genes still do linger after all.
I was expecting the Slim Shady. Very disappointed.
You know what?
Like just shave
And
it
you
all.
should know as a Jets fan, you don't always get what you want. All right, so you know. Yeah. All right, yeah, he's got comebacks today. Okay, yeah, I know. So big change.
Did you like my video, by the way?
I hated it.
Oh, you hated
But
it.
you know, I appreciate you taking the time out of your day to do that. But
Yeah.
it really hurt.
Yeah.
It hurt a lot.
I think you actually look good with the blonde. Give yourself some props, man.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. We're starting off today hot, man.
Dude,
Thank
what
you.
did I say? All I do is speak
I'm a little
facts, man.
touched. I'm touched.
Your heart
Thank you.
palpitate a little bit on that?
It raced.
Okay.
It raced.
Okay.
It definitely sped up. But you know, I really, that's very kind of you to say.
Of course, man.
That's very kind of you to say. But that's in the past. I'm gonna be blonde for a month.
A month?
Yeah, I'm gonna be blonde for a
Nah,
month.
it's got to be longer than a month.
Longer than a month?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Like the whole semester.
Oh, stop. You're gonna have to dye it back. I do not want ginger tips.
Oh, come on. It would be so fire. But
No.
that's okay. I'll
listen,
let it slide.
Zane.
I'll let it slide.
Thank you. Thank you for letting it slide. We made the agreement here, and you know, I stuck to it, right?
You did.
I stood on business. But you know, in terms of standing on business, I think we have to discuss how the NBA, you know, with their new thing, with their new kind of format, they kind
Yeah.
of stood on business with this change here.
Yeah.
What did you think of All-Star Weekend?
You know, I thought it was pretty solid, to say
Yeah,
the least.
yeah.
I was really impressed that it looked like the players were competing a little bit more.
Mhm.
You know, there wasn't really much from Kawhi Leonard. Let's just say Kawhi Leonard.
Wow, how about him? The
went
claw.
berserk. He dropped 31 points in 12 minutes. What?
What?
That's crazy.
Yeah, nuts.
And, you know, I think when you put countries on the line, I mean, we kind of saw the same thing last year with the NHL when they went to the Four Nations face-off. The NHL All-Star game for the longest time got extremely stale, but then they bring countries into it. And,
yeah, they're playing
you
for
know,
pride.
when you're playing for your nationality, I just think something about it just hits different. I think it would be a little bit more exciting, though, if, I don't know, I don't like the idea of 3 teams. It was a little bit confusing. I feel like
That is
with the
true.
3 teams,
I agree.
I think it should be. You can't half it. I feel like you just got to go all in.
Yeah, I mean,
Have a Team World, Team USA, or if you're gonna do 2 Team USAs, maybe do like a 2 Team Worlds.
yeah. I mean, the only thing is just that there's so many more USA players.
That's also true,
So it's
which
like
makes
it's
it a
kinda
little bit more
hard, yeah.
difficult. I just think the 3-team format made
No, I
it a
definitely
little
didn't.
bit more
Yeah,
confusing.
yeah.
Also, can we talk about how everyone's talking about how the world's gonna take over the United States in basketball? And yet
Hey,
they beat them. The Unks beat them, and the Youngheads.
come
beat 'em.
on.
Come on,
Put
now.
some respect on our name,
America.
y'all. Come on.
Woo!
We're not out of here yet.
God bless America.
All right. We're not out yet.
Definitely not.
So we've still got hope, right? Although, I mean, the Olympics, which we'll get to later.
Oh, yeah.
We're currently not in front in the Olympic standings right now,
But
but
it's okay. There's still
okay.
still time left.
let's talk about a big low light of the All-Star game. I mean,
Yeah.
the dunk contest. I personally think the dunk just do away with it. Do away with it. Or
Honestly, yeah.
bring in professional dunkers. Like bring in you see clips on YouTube. These guys are going insane.
I know.
Why aren't we having them participate in the dunk? Like if we're trying to
It's
see
like
the
we
best
bring
dunks,
in Mac McClung every year like he's a doll. You know what I mean? And this
Yeah,
is the
and
one
he
year
didn't
he
wanna
didn't
go-
come
yeah, I
out.
know,
It's because he's won it for 3
I don't
years
know.
in a row.
There's
So
no
it's like,
competition.
no
You have
competition.
Jackson Hayes. I mean, and I'm quoting the broadcast. He looks like an LA Fitness player.
Yeah.
The broadcast said that.
Yeah. I could have done that.
That's
I don't know if I
Well,
actually could have done that. But
okay.
that's
All right.
besides the point. My idea is, though, that, in 1997, that was the final NBA dunk contest until they canceled it
Yeah.
for a few years because it was stale.
Yeah.
That might have to be the option because you know what happened in 2000 when it came back? Vince Carter. And we all know Vince Carter and his dunking ability. He's 101.
So you think
That's all I
absence
gotta
make
say.
the heart grow fonder in this case?
I mean, I would think so. I think
Yeah.
also if you could find a way to get stars involved, like I'm gonna be honest, the only name I remember in the dunk contest is Jackson Hayes.
That's it.
I have no idea who else competed. I didn't
agree.
watch it. I don't.
I
care.
didn't watch it.
I don't care who's competing in the dunk
I'm not
contest.
tuning in.
Those guys don't mean anything to me.
They don't.
If you bring
It's
out like
sad.
John Morant, oh my gosh, imagine
But he's
John
never
Morant.
doing that.
I know, but
mean,
imagine if he did.
Yeah.
Say you get $1 million if you win. Oh, now I want to compete. You know.
Well, they're never. I mean, well,
It wouldn't
shoot.
have to be $1 million, but if you get like some sort of compensation, it's like
Mm-hmm.
if it's an all-star event,
Mm-hmm.
it should be stars competing in it.
yeah, I agree.
Jackson Hayes is not a star.
No, he's not a star.
He's a man who punches a mascot. Okay,
Yeah,
that's not a star.
Goodness gracious, talk about a bit of controversy in the NBA there. Jackson Hayes punching a mascot. We've got tons of controversy.
Oh, even
going on
more
right now.
controversial. Oh, yeah.
And I've got someone here who has been reading up on a certain player in his files.
Yeah. I'm just doing a little bit of a deep dive.
The KD files.
Yeah.
Thoughts? What are we been looking at here?
Well, so for some preface, for some context, Kevin Durant has a history of being, a Twitter freak. He
Yeah.
loves Twitter. And he's got a ton of burners, and one of his burners in a private group chat got leaked with a lot of the stuff he said, and he clowned on teammates, clowned on former teammates, compared Devin Booker and Frank Vogel to Hitler.
Ooh.
That's
that's
something.
crazy.
That's something. I think he also called Jabari Smith Jr. He's low key, not a nice word. Poor Jabari Smith Jr. And that's a guy who said, "I look up to this guy. I'm so glad to play with Kevin Durant." Like, ugh.
I mean, and on top of that, you have him. What did he say? He said something about. Oh my God! I wish I had it right in front of me right now. What was the He said something about Josh Allen. He said something which you brought. Oh, about Ben Simmons.
Oh yeah, Ben Simmons.
Like everybody's
You wanna
getting
read it?
chirped in these.
I swear, I miss Ben Simmons.
Yeah.
At least that brother gave me the ball.
He didn't say brother.
He didn't say brother, but
Right.
I can't say the other word that he said due to the fact that
This is true. Yeah. You
we're
yeah.
reaching controversy here, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, no, it's yeah. I mean, he KD is he's out and about. I mean, it's been revealed. All has been revealed. And
Yeah.
and honestly, I mean, is it shocking though? Because
No.
like, do you think KD was that great of a teammate?
No, I mean he left Russell Westbrook like it was nothing to go ring
This is
chase.
true.
You know what I mean?
This
so
is true. Yeah.
I mean, honestly though, let's be honest though. We all sometimes say our things.
True.
People do let loose, but so I don't think it's actually like that bad. I think people are making it a bigger deal than it actually is. I don't think what he said necessarily is a nice thing, I think you should try and be a little bit nicer. But I wouldn't say it's like let's stir this up for as long as we possibly can, right? Because I mean, I'm sure if any NBA players' chats were to be revealed, you would find something that you'd be like, "Whoa,
yeah.
what are you talking about?" So, but
This is
it is
true.
kind of interesting though. I love the KD files.
Yeah.
Been
Yeah.
investigating them
KD
pretty
Files,
deeply.
I mean, crazy stuff there. And then, I mean, because, like, you look at, I mean, his history as a teammate, and he has just, I mean, you got to respect him as one of the greats in the game, but
Which he quite obviously is.
Right,
and
but, I
it's-
mean,
it's
God.
Kevin Durant.
if any team, like, just, like, imagine being a player who gets clowned on by Kate, like,
Especially
you
if
said
you're
something about
Jabari-
Steph in there, too,
if
like,
you're-
crazy.
If you're Jabari Smith Jr. and you like look up to KD and you're like so excited that he's gonna be your teammate, it's like,
yeah.
it's kind of heartbreaking, to say the least.
Heartbreaking. And now, I do want to, continue talking about basketball here. We've got some
Yeah.
big games, college
Big
basketball
games.
coming up here. We got number 1 versus number 3, Michigan versus Duke. We've got number 2 versus number 4, right? We got the 2 and the 4 seed, Arizona versus Houston. Who are you picking in these two matches? matchups.
I'll go with Michigan Duke first. I'm going to go with Michigan. I think
Really?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay, all right.
No ifs, ands, or buts about it. This is a team that is just so dominant. They score 90 points per game. Are we serious? This is college basketball, and we're averaging 90 a game.
Yeah.
They're unstoppable with Lindenborg and Cadeau and Mara. You know, it's just a stacked team. Dusty May has built a great program there in just 2 years. It's kind of unbelievable, to say the least. And, you know, it hurts me to say that because I'm actually an avid hater of Michigan.
Of the Wolverines?
I hate Michigan.
Why so?
My best friend from back home.
Right.
Big time Michigan fan.
Big time Michigan fan. So
That's
you
the only reason.
It's
just like, you know, it's just like counterbalances, you
just
know.
a
You got,
spiteful hate
like
there.
yin and yang.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have no other reason to hate him.
Yeah. I mean, I hear you, and I hear what you're saying. I want you to hear what I'm saying, though.
I'm listening.
Okay.
You going with
So
the Devils?
there's a Blue Devil with the last name Boozer,
Which one?
right? The forward,
Okay.
right? And he's averaging 22.8.
Yeah, he is.
He is. I think that these Blue Devils could go and they could shock these Michigan Wolverines.
You know what?
I've just got a feeling.
It is in Duke.
And that's a hard place to go into.
It's definitely not easy.
Definitely a hard place to play. And, you know, again, like, you got these, you know, the fans are going to have an impact, obviously.
Oh, for sure.
I mean, it's going to be a packed out
Spread's
house.
2.5 in the favor of Michigan.
I think at the end of the day, you've got one team with, like, if he goes off, I don't know. I mean, because you got Michigan, and all their players are, like,
Good.
You've obviously got standouts, right? But it's like, you know, it's a team.
Yeah. And with Duke, it feels like it's more just
I think
Boozer.
they've right, but I think that's a wow fact. I think that's a factor that in a close game could really play. I don't know. I'd like to see
No, I
who.
see you.
Listen, I don't disagree with your take because obviously they've been, I mean, dominant,
Yeah, they've
right.
been unstoppable pretty much.
unstoppable. But
One loss.
one loss. So definitely pretty dominant. And
Yeah.
and after that UNC loss, I mean, where they came back and you know, went on a buzzer beater there. That was pretty nuts.
Yeah.
But I'd like to hear your take also on the Arizona-Houston game.
Yeah.
What do we think there?
I've been, you know, I'm gonna go with Houston.
Okay.
I know they just lost to Iowa State last night. I'm pretty sure, or maybe it was Monday. I don't remember, but I don't like Arizona. You know, without Koa Pete, he's been hurt. You know, they've been on the struggle bus lately. You know,
They
losing to Tech, losing to Kansas, without Darren Peterson. By the way,
Right.
I just don't think they're gonna have what it takes to beat Houston. That's what I got.
I agree with you on this point. I agree. I think that, you know, Houston, right? I mean, again, they took that loss, but I'd like them in this matchup. I like, you know, obviously they have two guys averaging 16, which, you know, is pretty great. But I just,
sure.
I mean, I just like the Cougars here. I'm picking the Cougars, you know, not to be upset by the Wildcats. But in terms of, you know, March Madness, obviously we're getting close to that time of year.
We're almost there.
We're almost
only
there.
a few weeks.
We're close. And so we've got the
shining moment.
see and see, I wish I picked up that reference. I know the song. I don't know it well enough to sing it.
That's all I got.
That's all you got. Fair enough.
But I mean, like, I just had to whip it out there, you know.
Fair enough. No, I got you know, these early bracket kind of looks here.
Yeah.
And so, you know, they've got Arizona 1, UConn 1, Michigan 1, Duke 1. I think that I don't know, because didn't UConn lost today? Correct?
They did?
I believe they did.
Oh, really?
I believe they did.
I clearly haven't been in the loop.
No, I
They
think,
did.
Yeah.
They did 91-84 against Creighton.
I mean,
It's a high-scoring game, and they were favored by 15.5.
upset.
That
So
hey,
I think
good for
that'll
the Blue
definitely
Jays.
shift things around. Come on,
For
Blue
sure.
Jays. Now I will say, when I'm taking a look at these brackets, obviously there's a couple standouts. You know, I like Vanderbilt. I've been watching a lot of Vanderbilt basketball because
You are
I'm from
there.
Nashville,
Yeah.
Tennessee, and I like how their team looks. And so I like them against, if they match up against BYU, I like them there.
I would have to agree.
I do have one qualm, though.
What's that?
One qualm with this bracket.
Let me hear it.
You know what's always fours down on this podcast? Always. I think the UCLA. Honestly, I think we're beating UCLA. I think USC is beating UCLA in basketball.
Twice.
I think they are.
Twice.
Men's. We're talking about men's, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
I think we're beating UCLA.
Yeah, no, I 100%
I don't
agree.
like how these guys look.
And why do you think we're beating them twice, Frank?
Well, it comes down to the fact, first of all, they had just had a bad loss to Michigan State. We lost to
Really
Michigan
bad
State.
loss.
We
in-
also lost pretty bad. at Michigan
I know.
State.
I know. I'm just saying. Rivalry game.
That was without Elijah, though.
This is true. Right? What's the score in the Illinois game right now, Jude, if you don't mind me asking?
Oh, yeah, we're down 20 at half.
Oh.
I think it's 54 to 31.
Well, you know what?
But just more chances for Elijah Arenas to chuck up threes.
Honestly, though, how I see it, though,
Mm-hmm.
is at least we don't have Mick Cronin as our head coach, right?
It's a great point.
That we don't have Mick Cronin who's constantly, arguing
Mm-hmm.
with, I don't know, either his own players,
Took the
the
words right out of my
media,
mouth.
maybe the fans.
I
You
mean,
never know what he
dude.
gets up to. This guy.
First of all, let's start with the first thing. As a coach, you're kicking out your own player.
For not
for-
even, it's not
for
even that
nothing
bad.
that crazy. I
if
mean,
you were to do what Ron Artest did back at the Malice at the Palace,
Of
I
course.
understand it. But this guy, it wasn't
playing
even
hard.
that hard
He's
of
playing
a
hard.
foul.
He's playing hard. He's playing hard, and you're gonna take out your anger on him.
Yeah.
Dude.
And then after the game, he takes out even more anger on a reporter just asking about the Michigan State students.
Well, that I think was the worst thing.
Which,
I mean, the
by the way, we are journalists here.
right.
We would love to be in that man's position, for a job.
Mm-hmm.
And Mick Cronin treats him horribly. All he asked was, what do you think about Michigan State's student section?
Specifically, he said, "What were your thoughts on the student section chanting Booker's name?"
And then what did Mick Cronin have to say?
I mean, and he comes back and he's like, "I do not give a rat's bleep about the Michigan State, about the student section." I'm sorry. Is that not part of the game? That's a part of the game.
I feel like you got to be prepared for the noise. You know what I
Lakers
mean?
fans should know as well as anybody. You should know. I mean, when you're not playing against anyone, with no fans, the ring is kind of easy to win, right? Mickey Mouse ring in 2020.
That was an unnecessary sidebar.
Well, it's. I gotta toss it in there.
Okay.
We're not having a little Boston.
Okay.
segment
I
this
won't.
week,
I
so
won't.
gotta-
I won't talk about this right now.
No,
we
but
gotta stay focused
that's
on
beside the
topic.
point. That's beside the point. The fact that you had the audacity to be like, I don't care. All right, already you're like, it's like, okay, that was a fine question. We've had horrible questions in the NBA. Like I'm pretty sure, didn't someone ask Russell Westbrook like,
What do you think about your name, Westbrook?
Yeah, no, but someone else, there was another question in NBA that was like, did you lose this game or did they win? It's like,
Yeah,
okay, that's
like
a bad
that.
question. This is not a bad question. And then he goes even further, and he's like,
Are you raising your voice at me?
no, before that, he's like, this was the worst question I've ever.
Yeah.
Really? Was that needed? I know you're upset. I know you're crying about it.
I know
All
you
right.
just got butt whooped by the Spartans,
Wah,
but
wah. You got butt whipped by
Honestly.
the Spartans. Lose by 30. I don't even think we lost by 30.
you know what's crazy though is that he always complains about the players, and it's like, buddy, who brought those players on board? Who brought them on board?
It's really
Who brought them on board?
and the fact that he starts defending himself. This reporter, if you haven't seen the clip, he starts defending himself, and then Cronin is just like you just said, are you raising your voice at me?
Yeah,
And he gets
embarrassing.
defensive and
Embarrassing.
uppity about it, and it's like, dude, are you 5 years? First of all, have some maturity.
Facts.
You're supposed to be setting an example for the people you're coaching.
You're a head
That's
coach. You're a leader.
Part of your job as a coach is to set an example.
You don't see Musselman doing that. That's
No,
for sure.
you definitely don't. And that's because Musselman, you see him getting fired up on the court.
But he doesn't take it out on the media.
Doesn't take it on the media. It doesn't take it on his players. Like that was immature. It was churlish. And honestly, I mean, I think it is so, if you didn't already hate UCLA,
hate him even more now. Baby.
I hate him even more now. I'm from Nashville, Tennessee. I don't know that much about the rivalry before coming here. That's all I got to know is that this guy represents UCLA and he's like, bucking up to this reporter. Dude, who do you think you are?
Exactly.
You're the coach. I get it. But don't get like power hungry. I don't know. I'm sorry for the rant. That's my
That's
thoughts.
a great rant. That's a great rant. And you know what? I got one too.
Go.
We were talking earlier.
Mm-hmm.
The Olympics are going on. The Winter
They
Olympics.
are the Winter Olympics.
Only a few more days left.
Mm-hmm.
And we were thinking, which sport could you compete in and do the best at?
This is true.
And I know exactly which sport that would be for me.
I think I know that sport too, and I think we could agree. 1, 2, 3.
Curling.
Yep.
Oh
okay.
my gosh.
So give me 2 years. Give me 2 years.
I only need one. Give me 1 year and I'm
great
out
sound
there.
effect.
Give me 1 year. I'm
1
out there
year?
I'm out there with Corey Dropkin. I'm out there with the guy with the headband that goes, you know what I mean?
1 year.
Yeah.
Come on.
I'm like that.
It's not cornhole. There's more strategy involved than that.
Oh, well, I mean, just like I could throw the stone. I could just use like my teammates and bounce off of them,
okay,
you know
hold
what I
on,
mean?
hold on. You're claiming that you could do it in 1 year.
Yeah.
How
Easy.
much ice have you been on in your life?
I
Because
mean,
that's a whole other aspect.
I've been on ice.
Have you walked on it?
Yeah.
You've walked on it.
Mm-hmm.
Because you got to stay consistent with this puck.
Yeah.
You got to go down the
you go like this, and you go. And you just slightly let go. And then,
But you got to, it's all about timing,
yeah,
precision.
I know. Precision rhythm. You
Do
got
I
get it
think
down.
I could do it? Yes.
Absolutely.
I think a lot of people could do
I could
it.
win us a gold, honestly.
Stop.
I can see
Stop.
it. The future is
we getting
bright.
a
These
little
are nuts.
disrespectful
If we
out
get-
here.
These are nuts claims. What'd you say, Jude?
I said we're getting a little disrespectful out here.
That
these
is
are
just
Olympics.
No,
disrespectful.
I'm not being disrespectful. I'm just
That
saying
is disrespectful.
No. I'm saying I believe in myself. I could compete. These guys are phenomenal athletes. I love watching them. I watched the quad box of curling, okay? I watched the quad box where like all four lanes were going on. I was thoroughly invested in that. You know?
I want us to kind of sit with this and really think about what we're saying here. You are saying that you, in a year, could win a gold medal at the Olympics.
Well, I mean, the
Games.
Olympics don't happen for another 4 years, so it would be
Okay,
4
so
years.
hypothetical.
Okay.
You aren't. This is a hypothetical. You aren't
Yeah.
going to go out tomorrow and
I
practice
mean,
curling.
Maybe.
If you really were to try, if the Olympics were next year,
I probably would
you
not win a gold medal next year, no. But give me 4 years and I will.
4 years and you will.
Yeah, 1 year I'll be competing. 4 years, yeah, easy.
That's a less ridiculous take. I think I could qualify for the Olympics.
I just want to like try it, you know. Like I just want to do.
Apparently
it.
you
It
can.
looks-
Apparently there's a place like down the street where you can go.
Guys, we're gonna do a talk
Little
to Troy episode there.
TOT episode at the curling center.
I'd love to learn. I need to.
I mean, and we're
I
talking.
want to do like the headband celebration. You know, like.
I mean,
forget
I
what
think
his
you could
name
really
is.
get kind of creative with.
I know,
these
like
things.
if you get like a really nice like movement going, right?
Yeah,
And then you go.
yeah. I mean, just absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Like
It's
it's
the
like,
celebration. It's endless.
It is, the options are endless. Also, I think I would come out there with like a visor on or something. Like I would wear like headband, armband. I get like all the like I'd look like a I get like a chain on or something.
like a
I'm
Miles
bringing
Garrett
fashion,
walk.
I'm bringing
Yeah, okay.
fashion
Mhm.
back to curling.
I-
If there
I
ever
to- I-
was
I
fashion
love
in
it.
the first place. Now, I do want to mention, obviously, curling. This may come as a shock to everyone watching right now, but curling is not the most popular sport on ice. Shocking, right?
It is actually really shocking.
The most popular sport, I think, this Winter Olympics, men's hockey.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And everyone watching, we've got a big one coming. All right?
We won in the quarters today.
What are your thoughts there? I mean, because there's been a lot going down. I want you to break it down.
All right. First things first. It was quarterfinals today.
Mm-hmm.
Canada played Czechia. They were down 3-2 with 5 minutes to go left in the third period.
Mm-hmm.
Came back and won in overtime.
Crazy.
Finland was down 2-0 in the third period with 6 minutes left.
Mm-hmm.
Went to tied it. Won in overtime. USA up 1-0. Dylan Larkin scored.
Last.
Then in the final minute,
the final 2
Sweden
minutes?
scores. Yeah,
I mean, crazy.
Zibanejad scored. And then USA. Quinn Hughes, master with the stick, gets us an overtime win. And that face matches up against Slovakia. And then Canada plays Finland. But you know what? Hey, can we get that song playing?
Let's go.
Can we get that song playing? Here we go. You know what's funny?
What's funny?
The Canadians are so passionate about hockey. So passionate.
Mm-hmm.
But yet, they don't even know what's about to hit them.
What's about to hit them?
Patriotism.
Wow.
Americanism.
Wow.
Matthew
Americanism.
Tkachuk.
Wow.
Brady Tkachuk.
Wow.
Jack Eichel.
Wow.
Austin Matthews.
Wow.
The Dream Team. America. The United States are going to come, take their maple syrup,
Yep.
pour it all over them,
Yep.
stick them to the ice, and put them in the
Wow.
ocean, and we are going to win gold and take them down in their sport. I am so passionate about this.
This guy's confident.
It's going to be the gold medal game. It's going to be Canada versus USA, and we're going to take them down and put them back in their rightful place.
Right. Now,
Yeah.
Zane. So who do you think is going to win? What's the final score?
1776 to nothing.
Right. 1776 to
Come
nothing?
on.
Yep. Now, I just want you to pause the music quickly.
Okay. Uh-oh.
No! The United States are not winning. I'm a journalist first. All right? I'm an honest journalist.
Oh, I'm an honest journalist.
I'm
too.
an honest journalist.
I'm an honest
The
journalist. too.
USA almost got beat by Sweden.
Canada almost got beat by Czechia.
I would put Czechia over Sweden.
I wouldn't.
I think Canada is going to come in and they're going to beat the United States of America. Do I want to see it happen?
Without Sidney Crosby?
Do I hate the Tkachuks? Yes, I really do. Passionately.
Oh, really?
Passionately.
I love the Tkachuks.
Yeah, they ruined my season, the Bruins' perfect season.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they did. But
Sorry about that.
Canada,
Didn't mean to reopen old wounds.
hate to burst your bubble, but Canada is going to come in and they're going to beat the United States.
Absolutely not.
Mark my words.
Absolutely not.
I can see it now. I can see it
I
now.
can't. You know what? Canada got so lucky against Czechia. They needed a bogus penalty where I forget who it was, but he pushed McKinnon over just a little bit too hard, hurt him a little bit. He got a little boo-boo, and then got a free power play, scored.
Yeah.
You know, they need Canada in the semifinals, which makes sense. I mean, we want a Canada-United States game anyways.
Yeah, everyone.
I think Sweden was a better team than Czechia, though, all things considered. And I think the biggest issue with Canada, in my personal opinion, first off, is that Sidney Crosby went down with an injury.
Mm-hmm.
That is huge. It changes up all the lines. They had a deadly line combination with.
Now, is he out for the rest of the games? Do you know?
I don't know yet, but I mean, it's going to affect him. He didn't play in the rest of the game today. I forget. I think he got injured in the second period, went down, and then was out for the rest of the game. So him being down, I think, hurts. I think the line, it switches up the line with him and Celebrini, which is going to be a little bit of an issue. I just see America winning.
You see
We beat them last year. We didn't win in the Four Nations finals, but it was just an overtime goal from McDavid. I mean, it's Connor McDavid. What do you expect?
That's my point.
They're gonna shut him down.
It
though.
is Connor McDavid, and you expect greatness.
We have Austin Matthews.
They have Connor McDavid. We don't know if Sidney Crosby's even out for the whole time.
Oh, but
I'm telling
he's
you,
hurt. He's hurt. He's
seen
in
it
pain.
happen before.
He's
and
in
it
pain.
can. I think the Canadians have this one in the back. Now,
I don't.
Now, Zane, although we may disagree on this,
Not very raw patriotism.
I mean, I'm
must
just
say.
saying. I'm. You know what?
Gotta love your country.
Listen, I don't love everything America does, and I think in this game, I don't think I'm going to love what they put on the ice.
Oh, I'm gonna love every second of it.
I really don't.
When Austin Matthews hits that nasty wrister to give us a 1-0 lead, and then after that, Kachuk to Kachuk.
I have seen it happen too many times before. Where, we saw it happen with the Four Nations face-off. We went into the finals after beating them. They beat us
Yeah, but it did
in OT.
require OT.
Saying, why is this going to be any different? If Sidney Crosby's back, why is this going to be any different? But the real question is, are we going to see fireworks?
Absolutely.
We're going to see We're going to see a fight, even though they've been very against it.
Oh, a fight? Oh, fire. Oh, well, Tom Wilson did get in a little bit of scrum.
A little bit of
A
a scuffle.
little bit of a scuffle for I forget who they were playing, but they were playing France. They got into a scuffle.
Right.
Yeah, I would love to see a fight, but I doubt it happens.
It can't.
Yeah,
I
would love for it to happen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Now,
But you know what? We have a fight of our own going on live right now.
We do have a fight. That's a great transition. We do have a fight on our own, right?
Yeah.
Last week, 2 weeks ago, sorry.
Yeah, I wasn't here last week. Sorry, guys.
It's okay. We forgive you, and yet I know you're about to tear into me, so just make it quick.
So every week we pick a player, and whoever performs the best, we average out their real rating, and that determines the winner. When we were here last time, I picked Ant. He picked Tyrese Maxey. You know who performed better? Anthony Edwards, and he won All-Star Game MVP. Not that counted for the average rating, but he still did the best. I'm up 1-0, and it's only a few more weeks until Frank has to don a beautiful purple and gold jersey, and it's going to be so sweet. Who do you got to try and tie this thing up this week?
I'm going Cade now. I'm going Cade.
Cade
Cunningham.
I like it.
All right. Cade Cunningham's going to give me the first win of this season in this match that we have going on. And I want to hear who you got.
You know who I got. You already know who I got.
Who?
He's very awesome at basketball. He passes, he shoots, he rebounds, and he's really good at it. Luka Doncic! The man, the myth, the legend. He's coming back. He's going to absolutely dominate. I cannot wait to see him get me another Player of the Week victory because you know what? I know ball. And Luka will splash it for me.
Ooh, brick. That was a brick. If you didn't,
I saw a splash.
Anyway, we're going to have to end on that horrible take. Cade Cunningham, Luka Doncic. Tune in next week to see who comes out on top for this week.
We already know who it'll be. So.
This has been a great show. That is
Taka Troy.
We'll see you. Fight on.
Fight on.